Welcome to Thoroughbred Racing action on this Saturday afternoon at Gulfstream Park. We have 11 races on the card. Pete Aiello will be upstairs with the scratches and the track conditions.
Cloudy conditions in Hallandale today. The main track starts good. The Topeka track is fast, but we are off the turf today. In race 1, there are no changes. Racing at Gulfstream. From the far outside, the favorite was away quickly. Techno Music reaching out for early control. After a flat-footed beginning, Golden Ambition is rushing up toward the rail. In between horses, it's After Party. These three a length and a half apart. Running into fourth is Star of the Gun. He improves, passing Three Cheers, who's mid-flight. Up on the outside, that's Camparnes, then Illustration and Gigline in the run to the opening quarter. It's After Party and Miguel Vasquez who have the lead. Outside, Techno Music is now second. Back to third is Golden Ambition. Held up in traffic, Star of the Gun, Hunt's Racing Room, passed outside by Three Cheers. 2.5 more to Camparnes, and then it's back to the rail in Illustration, and the trailer is Gigline. Around the forward turn they race. They went just 23 seconds to the opening quarter. The leader is After Party, doing it well. He's stretching out the favorite Techno Music, who's back to second with an inside lane. Golden Ambition tries to rally. Outside fourth is Star of the Gun. They're on their way home. It's After Party in front. Angling off the inside, Golden Ambition takes second from third running Techno Music. Outside it's Star of the Gun. Eighth of a mile to go. After Party still finding. Golden Ambition never angled. He's back to second. Outside Star of the Gun tries to pick him up, but nobody's picking up After Party. After Party went down the road to win the Saturday opener by 4 lengths. Star of the Gun is up for second. Golden Ambition ran third. The favorite disappoints. Techno Music, he settles for fourth. 117-3. And they're off. Slow start, One Sweet Girl. Good start from between for Bella Jack, who heads off for the early advantage, taken on by Money Rules. And out in the middle, here's speed from Munchkin in the run to the half-mile point. The gray Tis a Sweet Lady holds that rail spot and punches forward. Tis a Sweet Lady leads as they swing to the turn from Money Rules and Munchkin. At the rail, that's Bella Jack trying to save the rail, and did. Moves up into a joint second now. Wide on the course is Velvet Rage. 3 more to add Scylla. 2 in front of Will to Thrill, who's a long way behind. Tale of Lemon Bell is toward the back of the field, and One Sweet Girl is at the back of the field. They whistled the quarter in 21-3. Tis a Sweet Lady and Jaramillo not messing about. They turn for home with a 5-length lead. Second is Bella Jack with Velvet Rage on the outside. Far outside, it's Adsella who's putting in a run, but nobody's getting close to Tis a Sweet Lady. 44-1 for a half mile. A dominant win from the daughter of Sweet on the ladies. Tis a Sweet Lady is a sharp winner. Holding second, Velvet Rage from Adsilla third. Tale of Lemon Bells up fourth in 56-2.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And they're off. Good start for Face the Music, who heads off for the early lead from between horses. Byroney won't be far away. Out in the middle, here's Lilybird trying to get over. Into the top flight goes Spicy Guacamole. These four across the course. Leprechauна is fifth and angling to the far outside in front of Elagio, and Eloper is last. To the far turn they go. Face the Music leads narrowly. Byroney right up alongside in second. Three wide, Lilybird is third. Two back to Spicy Guacamole, who's fourth and angling for a run. Two more to Leprechauna. Then at the inside, Elagio, and Eloper is last. They reach the top of the stretch. Byroney is up to take a narrow advantage. Lilybird is three wide at the rail. Face the Music, four wide, Spicy Guacamole. Running home behind them, Leprechauna. Elagio is at the rail. They're on their way home. Out in the center, Spicy Guacamole rallies forward to take over the lead. On her back, here's Leprechauna, who's widest of all and charging late. Final 16th of a mile. Spicy Guacamole trying to turn away Leprechauna, who's making a late-ditch effort. Here's Leprechauna on the outside. Leprechauna! Leprechauna and Miguel Vasquez ran down Spicy Guacamole in the shadow of the wire. 56-4. And they're off. Miguel's Bell was quick to begin. In the middle, Foxy Lady won't be far away. Ridden up on the outside, Pacific Princess. Emerging between them, Amy the Butcher joins the top runners as they run out of the chute. It's Amy the Butcher to challenge for control with Foxy Lady between horses and Miguel's Bell along the rail. Pacific Princess is working way out in the center. Darling Darley has found herself a good spot. She's racing toward the inside fifth as the leader's working well off the inside. Three back to Star of Saturn, then Drills Valentine, and a long way last is She's a Joy. They passed the half-mile marker as they went the opening quarter in 22-4, and the leader is Miguel's Bell by half a length. Foxy Lady is second. Darling Darley is tacked on nicely. She's into third. She looks like she's getting ready to angle to the outside. Back to fourth and Amy the Butcher. Two back to the rail and Star of Saturn. Then it's back to Pacific Princess as they speed past a half in 45-3. They reach the top of the stretch. Foxy Lady on the outside. Miguel's Bell toward the rail. Darling Darley is going to try an inside lane after all, and she's going to try to do it right now. At the top of the lane, the rail opened. Jaramillo, he's got Darling Darley rolling now. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Darling Darley up to take the lead. Miguel's Bell fights back second toward the inside. Star of Saturn is underway late. Final 16th of a mile. The leader is still Darling Darley from Miguel's Bell, who's done everything she could, but she couldn't match strides with Darling Darley, who wins it. Gives Jaramillo 2 on the day from Miguel's Bell second. Star of Saturn third. Foxy Lady fourth. 124 flat. They're off. Terrible start for Blushing Tiger, about 4 lengths slow. Sue Wynn is quick off the blocks and leads to the first turn. Starship Discovery is sent forward between horses by Edwin Gonzalez. Bracketing her in is Veronica Z, so Starship Discovery has to tap on the brakes. Queen Diana is at the rail, 2 better than Starship Elation. At the rail, it's Blushing Tiger, wide on the course, Cindy's Princess, with Too Much Fun alongside. So the favorites land second and third behind long shot Sue Wynn, who goes to the backstretch on top 3 parts of a length. Veronica Z is on the press from second. On the comeback try, Starship Discovery is third under a loose rein. Fourth at the rail is Queen Diana. On from fifth is slow starting Blushing Tiger, 2 better than Starship Elation. Then it's Too Much Fun, and Cindy's Princess is last. Down the backstretch they continue. They go to their way to the half-mile grounds. And Miguel Vasquez and Sue Wynn have the lead. Veronica Z is under a strong Leonel Reyes grip in second. On the outside, Starship Discovery is still under a loose rein third. 2 back to Blushing Tiger fourth. At the rail, it's Queen Diana fifth, then Starship Elation as they round the far turn. The pace starts to pick up. The business end of the race begins. Sue Wynn still has the lead, trying to turn back Veronica Z. 3 wide, Starship Discovery. From the back, it's Starship Elation who runs into fourth, but Sue Wynn is intent on going all the way. 3/4, 1:11 and 3. Sue Wynn still has the lead and still has something in the tank here. Second is Veronica Z. Third is Starship Discovery. They're an eighth of a mile from home. And Sue Wynn is still clear. She was fractious before the start, but that's only because she brought her A game. Starship Elation has rallied into second. Upset winner, Sue Wynn for Santa Cruz Ranch by 3. Starship Elation second, Veronica Z third, and Starship Discovery fourth. And they're off. Good start. Across the course in the early stages, with Magic Solar going to the early advantage from Micanopy, who rushes forward to take second. He's My Uncle is third at the inside. In between horses, it's Other Level and Lighting Arrows on the outside. Field of 5 separated by 3 lengths in the run to the opening quarter. Magic Solar leads 3/4 of a length. Micanopy tightened up for racing room while racing in second. Other Level in the clear on the outside third. Up to fourth and deciding where he wants to race is He's My Uncle, and the trailer is Lighting Arrow. 22 and 4 for the opening quarters. They swing now past the half-mile marker. It's Magic Solar who has the lead from the inside. Micanopy trying to thread the needle. Outside, that's Other Level. He's now third. Held up in traffic. He's My Uncle has no place to go. Outside of him is Lighting Arrow as they speed past the 5/16. They went the half in 46 and 1, and they have less than a 5/16 to run. And it's Other Level who makes a bid up on the outside to take over the lead. Magic Solar fights right back second. Micanopy not finished with. He's now third. Fourth, and He's My Uncle, and they're on their way home. On the outside, Other Level toward the inside. Magic Solar off cover. Micanopy loose for the drive and charging hard with an eighth of a mile to go. Here comes Micanopy down the center, coming after Other Level. Other Level is on the ropes. Micanopy is pressed past Jose Morelos, and Micanopy will win it to kick off the Rainbow Six. Other Level second, 6 ahead of Magic Solar third. He's My Uncle fourth in 1:24 and 3.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
And thanks to you, the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter, you've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum and we're ready for more.
And they're off. Good start for Vino Santo in the middle. Moving out the rail, Crow Motion's going to go after the lead. Away in third is Gray Shadow, and he's marching through down at the inside. Away fourth is Will of a Warrior. Then it's back to Mr. Bryzel, who holds the rail spot. Kuwait Towers is second last, and the late-running Saratoga Cruiser. He's last of all as they make their way around the first turn. On the inside, it's Gray Shadow. On the outside, it's Crow Motion. They're locked up heads apart. Rating his own trip in third is Vino Santo as the public pick. He's in front of Will of a Warrior and Mr. Bryzel, then Kuwait Towers and Saratoga Cruiser. 24 and 2 for the opening quarter. Gray Shadow on the inside leads 3/4 of a length. Crow Motion is second. It's now 5 to Vino Santo, who's in hand third. Will of a Warrior fourth on the outside. At the rail, it's Mr. Bryzel, white cap racing in 5th in front of Kuwait Towers, who's in the yellow cap second last. And at the rail, it's Saratoga Cruiser. The half mile was 48 seconds flat, so no breather for the embattled top 2. They are Gray Shadow and Crow Motion, who continue locked up heads apart. It's a gap of 4 to Vino Santo, who's a length in front of his chief challenger, who's Mr. Bryzel, toward the rail. Driven but not responding yet is Will of a Warrior, Saratoga Cruiser getting a rally together, and now the trailer is Kuwait Towers. Crow Motion is the first to drop anchor. It's Gray Shadow who arrives at the top of the stretch with a 2-length lead. Vino Santo goes on the attack. From his outside, it's Mr. Bryzel. Will of a Warrior still grinding. Saratoga Cruiser is next. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Vino Santo ready to roll now for Torres, and he has the lead an 1/8 of a mile from the wire. He's 3 on top. Saratoga Cruiser is going to try to beat Mr. Bryzel for second, but nobody's beating Vino Santo. Vino Santo delivers on the 4-5 promise and beats winners in his first try against them. He wins by 4 over Saratoga Cruiser, who did outrun Mr. Bryzel for second in 1:44.1. They're on. Slow start, Lady Tiramisu. Quick start, Dominant Diva, put right on the early lead here by Edgard Zayas, and now he'll take a big rainful of the Daughter of Spun to run. She leads 2.5 over Queen Mackenzie, who's in second. At the rail, Kintap out in the center, gone a little west. Souffle on Fires between horses, and after a less than stellar start, Lady Tiramisu is last of all. All the hopes on the 1, Dominant Diva, and she is the leader after a 22-3 opening quarter. No excuse of any kind at the 3 furlong point. She's a length in front. Vasquez with a sense of urgency trying to get after this favorite on Queen Mackenzie, who's up into second. 3 back to Kintap, who's now third. Outside fourth is Souffle on Fire. Dropping back, gone a little west, and Lady Tiramisu is last. They reach the top of the stretch with their ears up. Dominant Diva has the lead. Queen Mackenzie with that 1/2 length second through a 46-second half mile. Off the turn in the stretch drive. Zayas asks Dominant Diva to put it away. She's an 1/8 of a mile from home and 2.5 on top. Queen Mackenzie has certainly fired, but she's not making any late impression on Dominant Diva. Dominant Diva, 1-9 and worth the hype. She wins by 2.5. Queen Mackenzie was second. She was 10 clear of Souffle on Fire, who finished third. Kintap is fourth in 1:10.1. Fire off and running. Last in, first out. Private Thoughts gets the first call, but I don't think he wants to lead. Fredo does, and so Fredo's going to assume the early advantage from Private Thoughts, who's in a flanking position. Second, Nate the Great gets away in third, and Long Branch Lou is last of the 4 as they make their way around the first turn. Fredo has the lead. Leonel Reyes on Private Thoughts from second. They've gone 3 better than Edgard Zayas on Nate the Great, who rates his own trip in third. The trailer is Long Branch Lou. The quarter time was 24 seconds flat. It's not flying, it's not crawling either, so Fredo has the lead by a length. Private Thoughts is second. Gap of 4. Nate the Great bides time third at even money. And Long Branch Lou, last of the 4. They have less than 5 furlongs remaining. Fredo, unopposed on the top end, but he's not exactly getting an easy time of it, as Private Thoughts has been a flanking position from throughout, and you can see the half mile was 47-2, so Reyes put some pressure on Gonzalez in that second quarter, and Private Thoughts is a half length behind Fredo. This is all good news for the last 2, as the top 2 doing each other no favors, so Nate the Great draws closer third while 3 wide. He's asked to quicken Nate the Great, and at the back is Long Branch Lou. They speed past the 5/16, and Private Thoughts commits for home now. now, and he just overhauled Fredo from third, Nate the Great, but he needs to giddy up from there. Long Branch Lou is last of the four. They straighten for the drive. Private Thoughts has the lead. He tries to put it away. From the outside, Nate the Great. From the inside, Fredo. And down the center, Long Branch Lou. Private Thoughts tending to his business with less than an eighth to go. He's two on top. Long Branch Lou's trying to reach into second, but the winner is Private Thoughts. Private Thoughts well handled by Leonel Reyes to win by 2.5. Long Branch Lou second. Nate the Great third. Fredo softened up. He was fourth, 141-3. They're off. They're off. Light Fury was away well. From the center, Spy Hunter has speed. Sent forward between horses. Guildenstern won't be far away. In fact, it's Ticking who comes away with the advantage. Ticking goes to the turn on top from Light Fury, who's now second. Remerton is at the inside. A bit cattywampus is Spy Hunter. He's hard to handle. Vasquez having a fight with him. And right now, Spy Hunter's winning. Moving up on the far outside is Baytown Parfait. Salvatore Prince is toward the rail. Then it's back to Guildenstern with a great tap at 3 times on his outside. They've gone 4 ahead of Honesto, who comes away second last. The early trailer is Silent and Violent. 23-3 for the opening quarter. Ticking has the rail in the lead. Light Fury is second. From the outside, Baytown Parfait is third. Moving out the rail, Salvatore Prince. He's in the yellow colors fourth. Held up between horses, Remerton. Guildenstern is alongside him, and Spy Hunter is wide of them. On the far outside, the gray is Tap It 3 times. He races in front of Honesto, who has an inside lane, and the trailer remains Silent and Violent. They stack up as they swing to the far turn. Taking over the advantage is Light Fury, but he paid a 47-second half-mile toll for the lead. And on the outside, Baytown Parfait moving to him. Looking to get off the inside is Remerton. Already off the inside is Guildenstern. Spy Hunter is on the far outside. Trying to run home from the back are both Tap It 3 times and Honesto. They reach the top of the stretch. Ticking's battling back. Ticking down inside retakes the lead. Outside, it's Baytown Parfait. From between horses and Light Fury, he's been defeated. Eighth of a mile to go. Look at Ticking. He battled hard, and he now has the lead again, clearly from Baytown Parfait, who's back to second at 22-1. Ticking. He earns the money to win by a length and a half. Second, Baytown Parfait. Salvatore Prince third, then Guildenstern and the gray Light Fury, who didn't have it today, in 140-1. And runners away. Good start inside. Tattoo on This Town heads off for the early lead. Here's speed from Captain Pike. Up on the outside, it's Animated, who's 3 wide and angling over. On the far outside, it's Bally T. Moving out the rail, Sue Dream. Then the favorite, Big Bob. He's about 5 lengths off the lead, working 4 ahead of Kryptonym and Flag Officer at the inside. They make their way to the first quarter, and Tattoo on This Town and Marcos Meneses have the rail in the lead. Captain Pike is alongside second. Animated waits in the wings third at the outside. At the rail, it's Sue Dream. Big Bob deciding on a path to move up, and up from between horses he'll race. Out wide in Bally T. Then back to the inside, Flag Officer, and Kryptonym is last. They went the opening quarter in a quick and contested 23-3. Captain Pike rolling out in the center, challenging Tattoo on this town for the advantage through a 47 2/2 mile. Big Bob is in between horses, outside Animated, inside Sue Dream. Kryptonym making a 4-wide blitz down the backstretch, moving in front of Flag Officer, and Bally T is last. Around the far turn they race, and up front it's Captain Pike, who now shoves the neck in front. Tattoo on this town is second. Sue Dream, Ocasio needs room there. Outside and running home is Animated. Big Bob, he's hard at work with 5 lengths to raise and a 1/4 mile to raise it. Sue Dream, Santa Cruz trying to get their second win on the program, and here he comes now. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Sue Dream surging forward to take the lead. Outside Animated, inside Tattoo on this town with a 16th to go. It's Sue Dream. It's a throwback day in South Florida as the Santa Cruz Ranch has won their second on the card, and Sue Dream gives it to him by 3 in the end. Second is Animated, third Tattoo on this town, and Captain Pike fourth. Big Bob to complete your high five. 141 3.
That wraps up Saturday racing action here at Gulfstream. We're back with you tomorrow with a mandatory Rainbow Sunday. We'll see you then.